Ever wondered which passports offer the least travel freedom? In this video, we're uncovering the 5 weakest passport countries in the world for 2024. These passports have the fewest visa-free or visa-on-arrival travel options, making international travel a challenge for their holders. Before we get started, 99.6% of our viewers aren't subscribed. If you find our content interesting and want to stay updated with more insightful videos, please subscribe to our channel. It's an easy way to support us and make sure you don't miss any of our future content. Now, let's move to video. Number 5, Yemen. The Yemeni passport's visa-free score is 34, reflecting the ongoing conflicts and instability in the country. Yemeni citizens face numerous challenges when seeking to travel abroad, with stringent visa requirements and security screenings imposed by many nations. Yemen's ranking is directly tied to the ongoing civil war, political turmoil, and humanitarian crisis that have plagued the country for years. The conflict has strained Yemen's diplomatic relations with many nations and raised security concerns, leading to increased scrutiny and restrictions on Yemeni passport holders. For Yemeni citizens, even essential travel for medical treatment, education, or family reunification can be a massive challenge. The visa application process can be arduous, with extensive documentation and background checks required, often resulting in long delays or outright rejections. Number 4, Libya. With a visa-free score of 37 countries, the Libyan passport ranks among the weakest in the world. Libyan citizens often encounter visa difficulties and scrutiny when attempting to travel internationally, limiting their freedom of movement and opportunities. Libya's ranking is heavily influenced by the country's political instability, security concerns, and limited diplomatic relations with many nations. The aftermath of the 2011 civil war and ongoing tensions have contributed to the Libyan passport's weak standing globally. For Libyan citizens, obtaining visas can be a complex and uncertain process, with extensive documentation requirements and strict scrutiny. Even for essential travel, such as medical treatment, education, or business purposes, the visa application process can be a significant hurdle, limiting their opportunities and freedom of movement. Number 3, Sudan. The Sudanese passport has a visa-free score of 38 nations, making it one of the least powerful passports globally. Sudanese citizens face significant barriers when seeking to travel abroad, with visa requirements for most countries and often lengthy and complex application processes. Sudan's ranking is heavily influenced by the country's political instability, human rights concerns, and strained diplomatic relations with many nations. The ongoing conflicts, civil unrest, and international sanctions have contributed to the Sudanese passport's weak standing. For Sudanese citizens, obtaining visas can be a daunting task, often involving extensive documentation, interviews, and scrutiny. Even for essential travel, such as medical treatment, education, or family reunification, the visa application process can be a significant barrier, limiting their opportunities and freedom of movement. Number 2, Eritrea. The Eritrean passport's visa-free score is a mere 38 nations, reflecting the country's isolated status and international relations challenges. Eritrean citizens face numerous obstacles when attempting to travel internationally, with strict visa requirements and scrutiny from many nations. Eritrea's ranking is heavily influenced by the country's authoritarian regime, human rights concerns, and strained diplomatic relations with many nations. The ongoing political tensions and international sanctions have contributed to the Eritrean passport's weak standing globally. For Eritrean citizens, obtaining visas can be an arduous and often frustrating process, requiring extensive documentation, background checks, and interviews. Even for essential travel, such as medical treatment, education, or family reunification, the visa application process can be a significant barrier, limiting their opportunities and freedom of movement. Number 1, North Korea. With a visa-free score of just 39 countries, the North Korean passport is considered the weakest in the world for 2024. North Korean citizens face immense difficulties when seeking to travel abroad, with stringent visa requirements and restrictions imposed by most countries due to the nation's political isolation and tensions. North Korea's ranking is heavily influenced by its authoritarian regime, international sanctions, and strained diplomatic relations with most nations. The country's nuclear program, human rights violations, and political tensions have contributed to the North Korean passport's weakest standing globally. For North Korean citizens, obtaining visas for international travel is an extremely difficult and often impossible task. Most countries impose strict travel restrictions and stringent visa requirements, making it nearly impossible for North Koreans to travel freely for any purpose, whether business, education, or even family reunification. While holding a powerful passport can open doors, those with weak passports face significant limitations when traveling internationally. Passport strength is impacted by political, security and diplomatic factors between nations. These rankings provide insights, but may change over time as global situations evolve. The journey towards accessible world travel requires addressing underlying issues contributing to passport weakness. If you found this video informative and want to stay updated on similar content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.